off. It'll come out to the 25. Here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third. Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round 1. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't know how to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now it's Richardson. Here's a screen for Robinson. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. .49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The New Orleans offense set to take over. One semi-factor, if you want to call it that was brought up in the papers this morning here, Charles. You got a dome team on the road in a cold weather environment, first round of the playoffs in January. Do you think that's a big deal?
Ordinarily, I say no. But in this situation, because you're used to that perfectly controlled environment, some coaches will want their teams exposed to it. And if you're coming from a warm weather place and, even getting outside of your dome doesn't really help you, a lot of times they'll go on the road a little bit earlier. Go to a cold weather place, go to a place where there's a little bit of weather and practice there that week before the game to try and simulate the conditions they expect come game day.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
Now a throw here, hauled in. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple. Back to throw, it's Levis. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. There was Leo Chanel who got in to drop him. The pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the gap there, and he took touchdown.
George Pickens. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Richardson working from the gun. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Levis back to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And now the 3rd down throw, incomplete as well.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. A bullet throw, but incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Stevenson gets it again on second down. Gets this up across the 20 to the 21 or 22. Did show some power on that run, breaking the tackle. The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Levis looking to throw. That one finds Pierce right side. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 4th down. Riley Dixon now to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken right on the 30. Oh, good move. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Richardson to throw off play action. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Richardson off the play fake. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Aiden Hutchinson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now Richardson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
61-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Levis to throw it. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working from the gun, here's Levis. And he's got his man on the out route. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. And Levis going back to the air. That's going to be caught by Pickens. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where it was the Cowboys who get the win at home. Richie James, a touchdown catch in the victory. Meanwhile, nothing settled in our wild card game. It's a tight one as we get ready for the third quarter. Standing by to take you the rest of the way, let's get it back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now, because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Here's Richardson to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. Play action. Now Richardson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. Powers through. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Richardson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a 1st down.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Levis. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat. Brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
Now Richardson. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw.
And these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Meanwhile, Richardson's throw into the hands of Pitts here. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Dragons are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. When you talk to these guys in training camp, these are the moments they say they live for. You're in a playoff game. It's tied, fourth quarter. Time for somebody to step up.
And can you execute under pressure? Because the pressure is intense right now. No one wants to be responsible for making the error that costs their team. But at the same time, who's going to be responsible for making the play that gives the advantage to your team? Who's going to break out? Just what you said.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. Ready? And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. They go play action with Richardson. For the left side, it's complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Handoff now to Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And room there to work it inside the 25. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Butker's kick here is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And now the Saints get set to trot out there. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th. As they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Now Levis. He's got this to Pickens. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Back to throw, it's Levis. Checking this down to Stevenson. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Levis. This is swung out to Eckler. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Levis. They want to reach for that one, but can't grab it. It's behind him, and it's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. This is Robinson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. What do you think? Play this safe? Just worry about getting to OT?
Yeah, don't make any risky throws. It's going to change the outcome. But if anyone slips, take the big shot.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And a short gain there, so get it up only to about the 24.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Richardson to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Point after here coming up. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 7, 34 seconds to go. They need a touchdown here to try to force overtime, but they've got the support of this playoff record crowd. 1st and 10. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think it's suddenly going to open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
Richardson. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Sliding out of the pocket. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you were at the point where you had to take the shot no matter the down. Now it's fourth down coming up, but that may turn out to be irrelevant with how little time is remaining.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Now Richardson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the back.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Now Tre'Davious White on the return. And the Saints are going to hang on the final play. They get